Peace, this is Char coming to you, Daughter Zion channel, and I want to make a share. I want to share that I just had a sacral chakra lesson with my daughters, and we do homeschooling, and I'm educating her on the chakra system. Today is sacral chakra day. Today is Monday, the second day, the second chakra, and we go over attributes that describe, and inform her of that energy center. And that is the seat of the self. So we were just sharing and talking about how, a lot of people suffer from a lack of sense of self, and so they follow trends, and they follow people, and they have unhealthy attachments to people and things, and so they become like vampires sucking the life force out of people. And because they don't know themselves, they don't even know what they are and who they are, so they attach themselves to other people and things because they like that sensation of, it makes me feel like I have life. I have this person, I'm in this relationship, I'm just gonna suffocate them with the Elmira syndrome and kill them, suck all the life out of them, so I can feel like I have life. And that's not a healthy attachment. So that's nothing but death. All because people are suffering from a lack of sense of self, a lack of knowing self, because they keep themselves distracted and busy with all this other busyness that's going on out here in the world, the shopping, the TVs, the turning up, the partying, the constant TV, just the busyness, just the too busyness at the point where you're not even being still enough to get to know yourself, so that your spirit can speak to you and allow for you and you allow for it to be heard, and you start to manifest and carry out the things of the spirit, your unique fingerprint and offering to the universe. And when that doesn't happen, you block yourself up and you damage your sense of self. And so with that being done, you fall into these jobs and doing these things you really don't like to do, and you end up really damaging yourself. But what I'm really making this video about is the example that she gave. It was like, they keep choosing death, and if they want to choose death, she laughed, and it's like, it's on them. But it's like, no, as we become more and more as the creator, and like the creator being true reflections of, we don't laugh at stuff like that. That is a serious matter, because that is our brethren, that is our sister, and we need to help them in that manner, just by notifying them, and just by being, and letting them know that it's possible to overcome these things. But because a lot of people don't even know that they're operating in a zombie fashion. They are the walking dead. They don't even know. So we can't laugh at them. We gotta love on them and inform, and just let that be, and just help them to understand and understand. But we can help them understand, but they have to understand on their own time. And that as we become more and more, and she looked at me because my face got serious, and it's like, we feel more as we grow more, and like the creator, we feel more, so we feel as the creator. And that was an intense feeling when you laughed. That was not of the creator. That was not of life. And so when we laugh at stuff like that, that's just giving food to the egoic energy, because it's like that could, and because we forget the fact that we were there, and that's not funny. It wasn't funny then. It was miserable. So there's no way and no reason that one should be laughing at anything that another person is struggling with. because we know that we've struggled ourselves. And so therefore, when we overcome, we don't overcome to look down and to laugh at. We overcome to be able to identify and relate and assist where and how we can, and how it's accepted and, received by the other. Is the other person even open to receiving? So it's really, really, really not a laughing matter when these things come about. And that's all I really wanted to share. It's like we overcome to relate, not to look down upon and chuckle at. That is not of the Creator. That is totally of the enemy. And it's to not get all pompous and proud and arrogant in your knowledge and in your overcoming. It is to still remain humble, because it could still be you. It could still be you in that zombie state, choosing death and not life, unknowingly. And some of them, yes, it's knowingly, but then, that's what they choose. As we honor free will. I honor free will. That's what they choose. But for those who don't know and they're just operating because it's something that someone has always done, or it's become a learned behavior due to trauma, or it's just a, self-defense mechanism. It's learned behaviors. It could be anything, but they're doing it subconsciously, not consciously. And so when that's going on, we must assist. We don't turn our backs. We don't be proud. We don't laugh. We turn right around, sit down, have a seat, have something to eat, and we chill, and we have real conversation. While there is a time to laugh, it's because we are with the Creator. Don't mean we can't be funny and have a good time, but laughing at and laughing are two different things. We are to have open and compassionate hearts, and we are to go through things so that we can assist. It's strange to them, but it's not strange to us. And most people keep the busyness and keep the life of death, and it never really amounting to anything. So it's just empty busyness and all in vanity, because they're running, trying to chase themselves, because they don't know who they are. They haven't taken the time out to sit down and to honor spirit, to know enough of who they are. And that goes deeper than that. And I will do a video on that. And I really, maybe this evening I will take another video about how our sense of self was attacked from birth. And so we came out the womb wanting to seek out and attach ourselves to something, because our attachment was cut off intrusively, like unexpectedly, untimely, in an untimely fashion. So therefore, we all had premature births. But we have to get a rebirth through the spirit. We have to go through these things for rebirth to become our true and highest selves. So it's really not, it's not funny. And I had to get serious, so she can understand, so that she doesn't grow up, having that perception or that perspective on things. It's just about giving her a pure, guiding her in a fashion that broadens her perspective and awareness, so that she can have a deep sense of gratitude for who she is and where she is, and feel blessed that she has the knowledge and the skill, just the knowing and the operating in the knowing that others don't have. But we have it to give to them, to help be an example to them, to show them that it's possible. And that is it. To be restored to your highest and your sense of self. Turning off the noise, cutting out all the busyness, and to really stop and listen to spirit, to find out what your special, unique, can't be duplicated spirit expression to this universe is. What is it that you have to offer and what you have to bring? Not what somebody else is telling you have to bring, not what the program says, not what your parents say. What does your spirit say? What is Yahweh saying to you? But we got to turn off the outside worldly noise to tune into spirit in order to find out who we are and stop chasing who we want to be. These false ideals and sense of selves. That's not a sense of self at all. It's in total opposition of self. But it's our choice. At the end of the day, with the knowing, what are you going to choose for self? I choose to operate in my unique fingerprint, my spirit print, passionately, with all vitality and confidence, and knowing that what I have to bring and what I have to offer matters. I am a part of a spiritual ecosystem, and my contribution matters to the whole. And I am not better than my brethren and sisters. I am equal. I am relatable. I am you. You are me. You are not a stranger, because I can identify you. I know you because I've been you. That's why our sisters and brethren are not strangers. But we're estranged to ourselves when we don't know ourselves and not sitting down long enough because we're uncomfortable with sitting with a stranger. Well, it's time to get to know that stranger, because it's yourself. It's time to get to know who you are, so that you can bring forth what you need to bring forth in this time. Stop scattering yourself with this busyness and center yourself. Center yourself. Slow down, listen to spirit, and build off of that foundation. Because we ain't got time for foolishness. It's time to rise up. While we can still have fun, we don't have time for foolishness and folly. It's time to be free. It's time to bring forth to fruition all of the promises and all of the things that is encoded in your special spiritual print to restore this land, to restore love, to restore our minds, to restore our people, to restore and to redeem, to just redeem ourselves. This is our redemption song. Signing out, peace, love, light, and balance. Be love, in love, for love, to restore love, to reproduce more love. I am out. Peace.